FE Infinity is an experiment in AI game creation. It makes a unique Fire Emblem style Game Boy Advance game that creates itself as you play. That means that all of your choices, dialogue decisions, and character deaths impact the next part of the game that the AI creates. In Fire Emblem, each level is called a chapter, and FE Infinity creates chapters one at a time, and they will adapt the story and battles to the choices you make. So let's have it make a game for us. So I've got a few games going here already, but let's create a new one. Now we need to choose what world we want to explore. This top section has some pre-made ideas that serve as good starting points, but I'm actually going to have it create a new one. So let's choose maybe high fantasy, suspenseful, set in the mountains. And here it created our story idea. I could ask the AI to tweak it if I want, but let's go ahead and have it create the game. Now we're able to see the steps the AI is going to take to create the first chapter of our game. It comes up with the history and mythology of the new world and decides the main characters and their initial storyline. It takes about 2 minutes to generate, so we will be back after that. Alright, here's our AI generated game. It created this title image for us that looks great, and it also chose the music for the title screen. Let's go ahead and start the first chapter. Prologue, Snowfall at Valeheart. The AI came up with that title for the chapter, and it's opening the scene with a narration. I'll skip past the narration so we can see our characters come in. And here we have our characters. The AI chose a portrait for each character from the free-to-use assets in the community, as well as the background scene image and the music in the scene. So right now our characters are setting up the plot for the story, but I'll go ahead and skip this so we can see the battle. And here's our prologue battle. So based on the chapter events, the AI chose which map to use, it placed all the units, and it decided the song to play as well. So let's go ahead and look at our party. Here we've got Iska, agent of the Veiled Circle. Her truths are as shifting as mist. So the AI decided all of that, and also it decided which weapons we wanted to choose for each one. And we can play the chapter. So I'll go ahead and skip through the battle just so we can make it to the end and see what comes next. Alright, I just played through this battle and I just have the boss left. And by the way, the AI chose which items to give me in these villages, as well as the dialogue there. And it also scripted the dialogue between the characters and the bosses whenever they fight each other. So I'll skip through this. Alright, so now that the boss is dead, it's going to... Oop, he's got a death quote too. Alright, so now that the boss is dead, the outro scene plays. And at the end of each chapter, you will have a choice to make for what your party will do. And that will greatly influence the next chapter that gets created. I'll go ahead and skip through this to get to the choice. So let's investigate the hidden chamber. And now in the next chapter we can see that it hasn't been created, and it gives you instructions on how to generate. Alright, so now we're back in the FE Infinity app, and I'm going to generate the next chapter for our game. So here the AI is reading our choices and if we let any characters die. And now it's crafting the next chapter for us. And you can repeat this for as many times as you want, for as many chapters as you want to play. To download FE Infinity, head over to the website linked in the description and go to the downloads page. And from here, you'll be able to download either the PC or the Mac app. And that's it. I hope you enjoy FE Infinity.